So I've posted a lot about sort of relationship things, and a lot of it has been not the most positive. If any of you have like followed, my relationship stuff. By the way, don't read too much into this. Ring on my finger. It's literally like a dollar ring from Walmart. Um, but like I've asked so many people so many times, like, is it true? Is it possible? Like, does it really exist? Like finding that person that like supposedly just loves and continues to love, and I don't know. I really was getting to the point where I did not feel like that existed, at least for me. And I definitely thought that it was because there was something wrong with me. And I'm not saying there's not. There's tons of things wrong with me. Um, but I just kind of, and I'm literally not even doing this to give a shout out to Andy or anything, but it literally just has to come. It's a natural consequence of who he is and what he's doing in my life. Um, I can't even begin to like tell you guys, but um, I don't have to get into like too many details, but I was having a rough day yesterday. And I took some time to just be by myself, and Andy watched Kyra. And I came home to not even like the house just being clean, but like, look at this, you guys. Like, my art room has been a disaster for a really long time, and it's a lot of the rooms in the house. Like, I couldn't even walk in because they were just so confusing. And I was just so mentally over it. Like, I would just walk around my house half the time. If I wasn't outside, if I wasn't doing yard work, I'd come inside and, my focus and my attention, I would go into one room to look for something. And by the time I even looked in the next room, it was just like, I forgot what I was doing. I forgot my life's purpose, basically, because of everything I'm staring at. That is how insane, like, my house felt to me. Um, and I don't know, for those of you that, like, don't understand this, like, I don't know. Some people don't understand, like, why I need to have, like, just an environment that doesn't stress me out, but, like, there's mental order in it, in having your environment like organized too. And this has literally been just the most humbling blessing to come home to. um like, people say things to me sometimes about, like, oh, you're a godsend, I can't believe you did this, like, because I do a lot of, I guess, quote unquote, like, volunteer work or like service work, or I don't know, like, I genuinely just, I like helping other people where they can't do things for themselves, or not even that they can't do it for themselves, but like, it's a lot easier to come into someone else's space and just, or I have an able body, and when I do things, like, there's a little project of, I can cut this person's grass and I can plant these flowers or this or that, and like, there's my talents. I have some things that I'm good at, and then there's other things that are just harder for me. And one of those things is my own space, organizing it, and not getting emotional at the same time. And so for literally me to come home to this, like, it's amazing. Um, it's a little scary because it's like, crap, he organized everything. Hang on. He organized everything, so now I kind of got to find everything. Or I have to have him here to be able to tell me where everything is. So it's a little scary because, like, makes me feel more dependent on him. And that's not, like, oh, it's such a weird feeling. But I have to try and be confident in it and in who he is and know that he's gonna stick around and stuff. So I might not even post this right away because it's, I don't know if it's even interesting to anyone else, but part of the main reason I think I'm even expressing this out loud is because, like, there was a time in my life where I just didn't think that I would ever get this. I really didn't think that I would find someone, I don't know, that really came into my life and created order and like I'm just awestruck, literally. That would probably be the word. Just awestruck at his endurance with me and patience and his ability to love continually. And I'm humbled by it, you know. Yeah, we helped his grandpa out the other week, and, you know, his grandpa was kind of speechless, and, you know, he articulated that he was humbled by, like, what we had did for him in his garden and stuff, and to me it was, like, no big deal. It was, like, I felt honored to be able to do what I did, and it was really fun for me. And I didn't want him to feel so, like, bad about it, I guess. Like, he was literally, like, he was starting to feel like, I don't know, just that, I don't know, like he didn't want to put us out or he didn't want to, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, no, like that's not how I feel at all. And like, I don't know if that's how Andy feels. I have no idea. I can't like tell you what his emotions are, but all I know is that I am humbled and I know what, maybe I have a little bit of a glimpse of what his grandpa was feeling. Because I truly am humbled by it. So I don't know if there's any of you girls out there who think that you're too hurt or you're too broken or your past is just messed your current life up too much, or that, yeah, I don't know, or if you're wondering if you'll ever find someone to love you or if you'll ever be good enough to find someone to love you, like, I don't know, what Andy's shown me is that, like, it's not about being good enough. I don't have to be good enough for him to love me. Like, he just loves me. And, it's crazy and it's scary, but, like, literally for the first time, I feel that. And I'm excited, and it really does give me hope. And I'm trying not to be scared, and I'm trying not to, like, put too much into it or anything like that, but, and I will still fail, and he'll still disappoint me sometimes and stuff like that, but, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to share my excitement, because this literally is the first time where I feel like, you know, I might have something. And I don't even know how public I'm going to be with this. I might not share it. I might share it. I have no idea. Maybe I'll share it to my YouTube channel because nobody ever watches that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Put it on my YouTube channel because nobody ever watches. Nobody ever watches that stuff. But literally, like, you guys, I mean, and this, so he, like, folded all of the things and he, like, put all my tank tops on top of each other. And this is the room that I'm trying to figure out. It once was my workout room, and I'm converting this to, like, my closet now because this house literally just doesn't have very much closet space or storage. And so, like, I'm just trying to figure out how to work it. So I'm kind of converting it into my closet. And all I did was I threw everything, all my clothes that were in the I threw them in here, because I was like, at least they'll all be in one spot, you know? And I would walk in here and I'd have to step all over clothes because I've moved around so much. I've lived in this house for over a year now, and I've literally lived in every room of this house. Like, I've moved 4 or 5 different times in my own house because of different circumstances in my life, whether they were due to literally not feeling safe because I didn't have doors that locked or closed. Like, literally, my patio doors don't lock. They don't have working locks. My garage door doesn't lock. And I had dangerous people coming in my house. And so I did things to lock it. I put chains on things and stuff like that, but it was scary living downstairs. So, okay, we moved upstairs. And then I need a renter, so maybe I moved downstairs, and all these different things. Anyways, whatever circumstances, I've literally moved like 4 or 5 different times since living in my own home. Can you even grasp how mentally challenging and frustrating that is? Like, you think you're going to move into a new home and that'll be your last move for a while. Or, hey, I've lived at the same address for a year, but my things literally have been in every room of this house because of different circumstances, whether it's due to construction, whether it's due to safety needs, whether it's due to PTSD, whether it's due to climate because my furnace doesn't work, or I need to have my room upstairs because it's warmer. It's stressful. It's chaotic. It's so stressful. And I've just wanted to find like that peace. And so I'm doing this thing now. I've decided to take the basement again as my like master bedroom. Master suite, I guess you could say. And I'm hoping it's the last move that I have to make, but I'm just trying to find a space that I can claim as mine. Yeah. So I put my master bedroom, or my master bedroom's downstairs, and I have my art room, and then I have a closet. I have really small bedrooms in this house. Yeah, they're like 10 by 10 maybe, 10 by 11 maybe in the basement. I don't know, they're really small. I mean, yeah. Not unlivable, but just small. Yeah, so they're like the size of not most people, I can't say that, but they're the size of like some walk-in closets. So I've just made them my closets. Anyways, I know this has gone on for a really long time, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to like put it out there, and literally part of all this self-documentation stuff is just so that if I do ever look back, I can remember how I was feeling, or maybe I can show people the different stages of sanity, or the different stages of like, if I ever get there. And that's the thing, if I ever get somewhere, I sort of want to be able to show people like, I wasn't always here. And if you don't believe me, like, look at my videos. I was stressed as F. And so hopefully I'll be able to show people like that are in that same position, that you can get through it. You can make it. You can overcome addictions. You can heal from abuse, mental and emotional and physical abuse. You can get over PTSD. You can live in freedom from your trauma, from your own mental judgments on yourself that you've taken upon yourself because of emotional and mental and spiritual abuse that you've faced. You can live in freedom from it. And I'm learning that, and I'm being very vulnerable as I document the process of it. So here it is. It's out there for anyone. I know there's a lot of people that like look up to me on social media, and not even just on social media, just my friends and stuff. But yeah, it's not always easy. Like, it's not. Life is hard. It is so hard. So yeah, I guess I just kind of wanted to share a victory today. A victory in celebration of Andy, because he's amazing, basically. I mean, I have a lot of amazing people in my life. I do. And it sucks. Yesterday, I felt like I kind of lost someone. Someone I'm very, very close to. And decided to, because of a different relationship in their life, decided to, how do I put it? Put distance between us, in attempts to value that other relationship more. And it was a good choice on this person's part, because they did need to show that this other person that they were valuable and that they were worth something, and this and that. And I believe that they made the right choice, and I believe that it'll be healthy for that other person to feel what they need to feel, because everyone deserves to feel worth it, you know? But it did feel like a loss again. It felt like a huge loss, because I don't have many relationships. That was the one relationship that I could count on. The one person that like knew me really well. The one person I could call at any time of the day. Literally the only person that I had that. And now that isn't an option anymore. And it's scary. And I have God. And I have Andy. But I don't want to put so much on Andy that he collapses. That's what I'm scared of. Because I know that there's a lot on me and in me, and it makes me collapse a lot of the times. So at the same time that it would be nice to like unload half of my stuff onto someone else, a lot of people aren't conditioned to handle or bear what I do, what I bear on the regular. And so like I can think that I'm just dumping off maybe 5 pounds, and they feel like it's a lot. Like people feel like I'm an open book because, oh, I've shared some abusive situations that I've been in, or this or that. But it's like 1% of the things that I've been through and had to deal with and had to overcome. It's just one facet, and they're like, wow, that's a lot. You must really trust me because you're unloading all this. And I'm like, no, I'm just unloading it because, frick, there's an option to unload it at this point. I don't, and I know I'm supposed to unload everything to God and put everything on Him. He takes it. But people have their judgments, and they want to understand, and they want to know why you're making some of the decisions you're making. Because if you just make decisions and people don't get it, like, you can go on with your life, but it's going to ruin a lot of relationships, and people aren't going to trust you, and they're not going to understand, why is she making that decision? Why? What? She didn't talk to me about that. Even though I don't have to. Like, I don't have to talk to anyone about the decisions that I make. It's my life. It's whatever. But in order for people to understand me and to trust me and to find security in me, in order to support me, it's better if they can understand why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing. Because if I just blindside everybody all the time with my choices or my decisions or my actions or behaviors, they're not going to understand. And they're going to put their guards up against me. And if I have all these relationships in my life, but everyone has their guards up against me because they're don't understand, they don't feel like they can predict my next move, I'll be definitely more alone. And that's part of learning communication, is learning how to communicate to get people to give people motivation to be in your life, basically, so that they can come behind your purpose too. And I'm learning how to do that and how to balance that without forcing people to do my thing, or to, take my yoke upon them, basically. But hang on, baby. You can come in. But yeah, just doing it in a loving way that allows them to know where I'm coming from. But anyways, I'll wrap this video up. It's been a little bit. I gotta help Kara with homework. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.